The thoughts and opinions expressed during this broadcast are for entertainment purposes only. They are not facts. Now enjoy the show.
Yeah, what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? It's episode 43 of the Not Impressed podcast. It's your boy Kanesworld.
For peace sake.
You feel me? If it's your first time or you're a repeat offender, you feel me? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Let's keep it going, you know what I mean?
We appreciate anybody that's over here watching us right now.
And if this is your first time here, you feel me? Basically what we do here is we just chop it up about this week's topics.
Yep.
Sometimes tell a couple little stories, just have a good time, chop it up. We want everybody to feel comfortable to just tap in with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you got any questions, anything you want to ask, you feel me? Tap in.
Yeah, I actually put something out there right now too. Like I was like, if you have any questions and shit, like
oh yeah, tap in. Tap in for sure.
Anytime. Like pretty much like whatever topics you guys want to hear us talk about, man. Because sometimes we need a little.
If you want to hear our insight on something you've been thinking about, or you want to, you feel me?
Or just chime in and give your insight on it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I really want to hear, to be honest with you.
No, definitely.
Like I want to see, because like we've said so much shit on here already. I feel.
I don't even be remembering. Like
I have no idea.
If you ask me what we talked about episode 10, shit.
If you ask me what we talked about as soon as we end the episode, I'm like,
no, for sure. It's a whole new day. It's a whole new world.
No, but like basically, I want people's like insight. You feel me? Like I want to like dissect what we're saying. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I want some input for sure.
No, for sure. Tap in. But we're doing this episode a little bit early. You feel me? It's Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's up? What you got going on this weekend, man?
Going to Vegas.
My boy's turning up. 21.
Yeah,
turning 21.
Go do a little vacation.
You got anything on the list that you're like buffet?
No, for sure pool, because it's gonna be hot as hell over there, dude.
Okay, for sure.
It's gonna be like 110.
Crazy. Yeah, that's insane.
I usually don't like to go to Vegas around this time, to be honest with you. Like I like going at fall, or winter. What do you think?
Yeah, that's cool. I for sure wouldn't want to go in the summer. I'll tell you that.
I used to like. When I was younger, I used to like it at that time. But like now, I'm like, fuck summer.
Hell no, I'm not trying to.
It's been hot as hell,
especially for Vegas. It's sticky.
I'm gonna go to. I want to go to the Sphere.
Oh yeah. Can you just walk in there, or like how does that work? Is it like only certain shows they got going on?
I have no idea, to be honest with you. I haven't even done no research on it, but I mean, even if you go outside of it, it's cool. Sure. And then I would imagine that there's some type of lobby little area before you actually go in.
Because every time I see somebody in there, they're just on the outside of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's just crazy.
Nothing on the inside. Yeah, it looks high quality. That thing looks crazy.
Like you seen the eyeball. I think they did a basketball.
Yeah, they did like the NBA or something like that. For sure.
That's gonna be sick, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's what pretty much have planned. For sure going to the pool, man. That's what That's what we hitting. That's what we hitting the shit.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It's been fucking crazy, bro. The fucking heat's been wild, nigga.
No, for sure. Summer hotter than ever.
God damn, we got Sons of Anarchy passing right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be hotter than ever, man. But one of the things I wanted to talk about, you feel me, was the NPC streams.
Hold on, then you jumping right into it. What you gonna do this weekend? Like
nothing, bro. Chilling. You feel me? I'm trying to get this shit cracking. You feel me?
Like, let's go.
Gotta get to the shit going on. Who gives a fuck about what I'm doing? I'm chilling.
All right.
You feel me? Yeah, the NPC streams. Did
crazy.
You see that?
Crazy.
For people out there who haven't seen it,
crazy.
Basically, like people have been going viral on TikTok. Just all they do is basically they act like an NPC. They chill in a loading screen. They don't say nothing. They do nothing. They just bounce around like a video game loading screen. Yep. And then whenever they get the stickers, like on TikTok, like whether it's ice cream or whether it's something, they basically have a sound that they say whenever that sticker gets given to them.
I'll be like, ice cream, my favorite.
No, literally. She's like with the main girl. I know you've seen her. She's the light skin one.
She's actually really good at it.
She's bad. Yeah, she is fucking good at it too. She's like, ice cream, that's good.
Okay, so I mean, it's I love anybody that can monetize off of some shit like that, whatever, so be it.
Yeah.
But it kind of trips me out that people are monetizing that. Because you have like people actually donating, and you've seen who her top donors were.
Oh yeah, Timbaland and
ATL Jacob.
Yeah. My thing is, and what I got from them, which makes me think like, what is really the purpose of this shit? Like, why are people donating? I think it's just the entertainment of watching this bitch do some weird shit. Like, how many times can I get her to say this shit?
But who's weird too, like, for donating?
But unless
you donate?
But if it's just funny.
This nigga over there donating.
No, definitely not. Especially if somebody's spamming it, there's no need for me. But if it's like dying down, and I'm like, okay, let me make her say ice cream one more time, just for the fun of it. It's 75 cents or some shit.
She's crazy with the popping and shit.
Oh yeah, and then they also at the same time they do something else at the same time. So she has a piece of popcorn inside of a straight ironer, like a straight hair straightener.
Oh, is that what she did? Okay.
Yeah, she has it in her hand. It's a popcorn kernel. So then it pops and turns into popcorn.
Oh, really?
While she's doing that.
Because I've always seen her have the straightener. I think it's like she gonna get ready to do her hair or something.
No, there's a popcorn kernel in there. Oh, and then if you look, there's a little pile of popcorn right there next to her.
Oh, man. I wonder, okay, so we seen that, you seen Kai, he went and did like a little.
Yeah, he got like $6,000 in 1 minute or something.
So I wonder what she's making.
Consistent.
She's going up.
Niggas is just, ice cream, gang, 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 ice cream, gang, 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 vroom,
so
thanks,
look,
boom, bop, bop, bop.
So remember we had the discussion about like what, other countries are pushing on their TikTok?
I want to see if China got that. If they got that shit popping over there. That'll be the ultimate definition. Like, do they got it? Yeah. That'll be the definitive answer. Like, if they don't got that shit and that shit's hot as fuck over here,
it's like, why?
Yeah. And because I'm pretty sure they don't got it.
Bro, I deal with I deal with TikTok and their bullshit as far as their algorithm goes. And like, yeah, they're obviously manipulating it.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, I think you're right. When you were right, like all along about that.
Whoa, you guys heard that? I never thought in a million years. You guys heard that? We need to go back to that clip, right? And then bring back this one for sure. Who told you that?
Who told you that?
Who told you that? Your government? It's 11 o'clock news. Who told you that?
Fuck you, fucking Homelander.
That's funny.
But yeah, like it's a trip. Like I said, all power to the people out there making the money.
No, for sure.
Fuck it.
I mean, shit, I might get an NPC stream. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Yeah. Ice cream. Ooh. Gang, gang. Gang, gang.
You just make your little like.
Yeah, make my own.
Little like.
I'll do it responses. Different.
Ice cream. My favorite.
Ice cream. 1017. Burr. Ice cream. 1017. Burr. You feel me? I might just switch it up type shit.
It's cold in here.
Gang, Burr. Gang. Gang, gang. You feel me? Gang.
We're going to just do a whole like NPC.
I'll do it like, no, that might go viral. I'm not going to lie.
Like we just do a whole NPC podcast.
Gang, gang.
What do you think?
Gang, gang.
What do you think?
Ice cream. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. For sure. That's funny. Crazy.
When I see something else about like, I think like NPC shit. I mean, I just seen one where like the dude was like in jail. I don't know if he was really in jail.
Oh no, he was faking for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was faking for sure.
But they going crazy with that, bro.
Yeah, we'll see.
But like I said, like, what do you think? Like, cause like I'm not gonna sit there and donate.
No, like I said, I think it's just for the entertainment of seeing them making her do it, and especially if it's little kids, then they're just watching her and they're waiting for the popcorn. That's giving like the visual stimulation, like watching the popcorn waiting, and then at the same time, just she's talking.
That's insane. It just popped up out of nowhere too.
What else you got for me?
Watch it. NPC gang, huh?
Yeah, check that out, everybody, if you haven't seen it.
We had mentioned Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Performing at the pyramids, and it looks like it's not happening.
Oh, it's not going down? It was a lie?
Well, no, it was supposed to go down. But the people that are in charge of like the clearances and stuff like that, they wind up pretty much surfing the internet and like looking into who Travis Scott is. And
they're like, this could go crazy.
Well, yeah, they're actually talking about like how it goes against pretty much their religion.
Yeah, I would think. That's why I was like, that's a sacred place. Like, why are they just going to let it go down? How did they even let that get in talks at all?
Yeah, it's I mean, because I think there's a lot of big brands behind it, like Nike and things like that.
I mean, still though, like they said, and
people
religion.
Are still. So I've seen mixed reports though. Like I've seen that they're not going to do it, and then they are going to do it because they have the bigger brands behind them.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
It might still pop off, bro.
No, for sure. I mean, it could, but like I said, that was my first thing was like, oh, like how they going to let this shit go down? Like this is a sacred place. This is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Like but you're definitely not allowed to climb on it, and they're not going to let people go in it. But just the fact that people are so close, that means you got to heavily guard it. You got to.
It's more manpower.
But also, what I'd seen, it wasn't like a show; it was a listening party.
Yeah, it was.
So it's not going to be just any fan could go and shit. It's going to be.
I mean, I don't know.
Specific.
I think they were selling tickets for it.
Oh, selling tickets? That's crazy. Because usually a listening party is like.
Yeah,
they showed seats. Like they're sitting down. Like people are going to sit down. You feel me? You don't invite. random. If there's only 300 seats, like how many seats could you put?
True. But yeah, like they were saying that, like they were talking about like they were saying that he does rituals. Like that's what they were looking into. So I think they went into like a whole deep,
yeah,
like conspiracy thing.
I mean, sometimes, especially if they're from like another country and they're super religious, they could be just like looking up YouTube videos and find fucking Illuminati, Travis Scott.
Exactly.
Sacrifices fucking.
They're like,
at his last show.
They looked at each other and everybody got on the line. No, we can't do this.
For sure.
But
yeah, crazy.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened with the Travis Scott thing. But I think it's still gonna ride because big brand is behind it, bro.
Yeah, but like a lot of those places, like ancient, like when it comes to Egypt and fucking shit like that, or
you don't think money will talk? I think money.
I mean, it does, but also at the same time, like certain religions don't give a fuck about money. Like if you try to take that shit to a Muslim temple, they're gonna be like, nah,
bro. But big brands like let's say Nike and like Live Nation and things like that. Bro, that money, that check, they got their fucking checkbook out. Like, I mean, how much you need?
If they're like, we'll
how much
show
you need
it,
to shut the fuck up.
If they're like, we'll show it in a positive light, like we're gonna bring attention to make more tourists come. It is a tourist attraction at the same time for the country. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of money for them. Basically.
No, for sure. It's already a tourist attraction. One of the biggest, probably one they make their most money. So it's free promotion and shit.
I love to go out there, dude. Like not just for the Travis Scott thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, gotta see that shit.
Yeah,
gotta see that shit.
That shit's insane, bro. Like, so you can't go inside it though.
You can go in portions.
Oh, okay. So there's like a little like
yeah, you can take a tour and shit, but they don't let you in like the main chamber or certain places and shit. But you could definitely.
It'd be a trip going in there though,
for sure.
Because
I would love to go in there.
Well, I mean, also it's been there for so long. Like, what if that shit collapse? This shit ain't never gonna collapse.
I don't know. I mean, the way it's built, they're saying it's not.
Like, do they have to like restore it and stuff like that?
No, they don't restore it. They don't fuck with it. But it's been there for so long. It's been through floods. It's been through all type of shit, and it's still there. So
that's just crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got on the Travis Scott thing. Anything on music? You got anything else for music? Ain't been paying attention?
Well, just the Tory Lanez, the 6ix9ine, and the Kodak song.
Yeah, have you heard it?
Yeah, I heard it. There was a lot of controversy with that one. I guess the video is gonna drop tomorrow. By the time we drop this, it'll have already dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, the Kodak, Travis Scott. Not Travis Scott, Tory Lanez, and
like
6ix9ine.
It just wasn't good at all. Like,
oh, it was trash.
Yeah,
it was on some Boom Shakalaka. I think it was called Shakalaka. When it was like Boom Shakalaka.
I heard one line where like basically Kodak dissed like Tekashi.
Kind of. He didn't really diss him. He even says in his verse like nobody knows what they would do in that situation. Like what they would have did. I'm tired of hearing everybody saying what they would have did and fucking. But he did say something about like getting your bitch taken by a snitch and some other shit. But it's crazy too. It's even more controversial. Like they didn't promote it that much, but the fact that it's even Tory Lanez on there is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
it's like you guys are trying to fucking really like
stir some shit
up,
some shit up in the industry. I seen like Boozy was like talking shit about it. His son, if I'm not mistaken, was talking shit about it.
I didn't see that. I seen Boozy talking shit though.
I mean, look, these fools are just. The bag is there. You feel me? They're gonna take it, dog.
No, for sure. I mean,
like that's
it's a tough one because I understand like that shit, like pulling on your moral code and shit when you already like personally. If I knew somebody who snitched, like I wouldn't want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
But also, you're not hanging out with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he could have just sent him a 16. You know what I'm saying? Like
they made a quick buck.
Sent you, yeah. You know what I mean? But. Yeah, it's a tough one for sure. It's a tough one for sure.
I'm gonna check it out. I mean, I'm definitely gonna listen to it, but
it's trash.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell you this: after everybody listens to it and they get their little, like hear what it's about and shit, they'll never listen to it again.
Okay, it's like a one and done.
It's not even a one. It's just I want to see what the hype.
It's just
about.
the hype and the controversy.
Exactly.
I do actually have something else in music, man. It's a little bit more on the like. The darker side of things, but Gilly the Kid's son was killed.
Oh yeah, I seen that. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Man. Gilly the Kid is a hip hop artist. Really big in Philly.
Hip hop icon.
Yeah. And then they got the $1 Million Worth of Game, which is a great podcast. If you guys out there hustlers and shit, they got a lot of.
What's the #1 podcast?
Yeah, is it?
It's between that one and Drink Champs.
Oh really?
It's between them and Drink Champs.
Okay,
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Top.
But yeah, really good podcast. But man, RIP to his son, man. Got shot and killed in a triple shooting.
Oh, that's crazy. Did you hear any information like where, what happened?
Yeah, they were in Philly and they were like pretty much parked in an SUV and they got ran up on and shit. And 2 people got hit. They went to the hospital and his son passed.
That's crazy.
So RIP. Just want to highlight that a little bit.
That's crazy.
I got some more music stuff. Dr. Dre. Did you see the interview with him and Kevin Hart?
No.
I didn't see the interview, but they were like, I seen the clip. And he was talking about like who's somebody that he didn't work with. Like Kevin asked him, who was somebody that you didn't work with that you could have worked with? Mm-hmm. And the 2 people he named, bro, do you know who he named?
Who?
Fucking Michael Jackson and Prince. And he didn't work with them.
Why?
Because he felt he couldn't do nothing with them. Like basically like it was so out of what he was, his music and stuff. That it was like, what can I really offer?
Damn,
I'm like, man, that would have been crazy. Like, I could imagine.
Tried. But I feel that though, like feeling like, bro, our music doesn't mesh. But you get in that creative mode with something, who knows what you could have made.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson might have just put out some rapping shit.
I mean, I just think of the idea of like, you're telling me that you didn't even like think about sitting in that room?
What if like Mike was getting off to like Ring Ding Dong or some shit?
And he just like spits some crazy shit.
But when it goes crazy and he sings on it too and goes crazy, like you don't fucking know until you get in there, you feel me?
And the thing is, we know that Michael was such a fucking amazing musician.
Yeah, they would have made something.
It would have been crazy.
And Prince too.
I mean, I'm not really like, I don't know a lot of his music.
Yeah. But you know of his artistry.
Yeah.
You know of his artistry. You can play the guitar.
And he's a musical guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He's a musical guy. They would have
icon.
They would have fucking created something crazy. Even if it would have been different, it would have been something like amazing. That's like, it's crazy because when you really see the creative part of it, it's like this little piece of it, they're 2 different styles. Like nothing but how Dr. Dre was raised, the samples, the music, like that made his style, that made him. Mike Jackson, what he went through, that made him, that made his style. Like to see those 2 go together, who knows what the fuck mixture.
I mean, and then the fact that like, like you said, sample,
Yeah.
He comes from that world, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so you've been fucking with that music, bro.
What if Mike would have made a song and then Dr. Dre would have sampled it and used his own sample and flipped it or some shit?
Yes.
That could have been insane.
But I mean, from my understanding, from what I seen in that clip, is that he didn't even entertain the idea of even sitting in that room. And I'm just like, what?
And how do you say no to Mike?
Yeah. What was that conversation
and like? Because he was hot back then, but I don't give a fuck. You were not Mike. You were not.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Even now, he's not Mike. You know what I'm saying? So I know even at the top part of fucking NWA, you were not Mike. You know what I'm saying? So how the fuck do you say no to Mike? We could have been on that Pepsi stage, getting his hair burnt.
He did have the long hair and shit. Like, they say, you remember the whole the diss records and stuff from Easy and,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How they talked about him having the long hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, just speaking of that, like, bro, it's crazy because those 2, like Easy and Dr. Dre, bro.
Yeah.
Both iconic, right?
Uh-huh.
And to me, they both dropped amazing diss records to each other, dog.
No, for sure.
It's like, and both of them don't die out. You know what I'm saying? In a sense.
No, for sure. Both
like
of
Dre
them.
Day and then like Real Motherfucking G's.
No Vaseline?
No, that's Cube.
Oh, Cube. Yeah.
Which that's another one.
Yeah, that's crazy too. Those are all considered like some of the top fucking.
And it's crazy all from one group essentially.
Yeah, against each other.
That goes to show you like the powerhouse of musicianship, bro, and just artistry these motherfuckers had, dog. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like when I was growing up and getting into the production, like these were guys that was like I was looking at, you know what I'm saying? And it was always one of those things where I'm like, man, I wish I would have grown up in Compton at that age.
Yeah.
With, you know what I'm saying? In that era, basically. Like it definitely made me be like, I want to be from the 90s like that, but be of age.
No, of course.
And doing music like that,
for sure. I mean, like, too, back then, music is so diluted now. So many people, like, to be found in a sea of so many people, whereas, like, you think about when NWA came out, like, how many rappers were there? You feel me? Like, they come out in the middle of Compton doing a show at a skating rink.
Yeah.
Like, it's
like it's only them.
And it's different. And it's fucking, and it's fucking.
I'm sure there was a bunch of acts though.
But different shit, not like that.
But not like that. And then they, of course, opened the floodgates at that point, right? Like, everybody was probably like,
"Oh, I'm gonna try this shit."
Records like Dre.
No, for sure. But at that point, you're in the forefront of the wave. You feel me? The wave is
because they were actually like pretty much like the founding.
Yeah, the way, I mean, that's how they made it seem in the movie.
At least. Right?
In the movie, it was like
they started the whole West Coast movement.
The end, like the whole gangster rap shit. Like, this nigga's telling his story type shit. Like,
I'm sure there's somebody from the Bay gonna be like, hell nah, we started that shit.
I'm trying to think.
Because, I mean, E40 and all them, they were like around the same kind of
era. They were a little bit after.
Were they?
I was thinking like DJ Quick.
Well, Quick is from Pomona or something like that.
No, but the timing.
Oh.
That was a little bit after too, right? Like
around
the same time. That was the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was after NWA because it was like they had already transitioned. Dre went to Death Row and stuff. And I think that's when Quick was like really popping around that time. So you might be right.
So he was probably,
but he was like one of them
around that time. Yeah, he's in there too. So there was other niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, man, fucking great era. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit definitely made me.
90s as of right now, top era.
I seen a clip where they were like, we just have to agree that as a collective that the 90s was like the peak of mankind. Bro.
No, for sure. Culture. I mean,
style.
I mean, that sounds crazy because, like, if we talk about like the 50s or like the 70s, like obviously
people say the 80s was the shit.
The 80s, the style, because the style went from like fucking hippie shit in the 70s to like pretty much 90s style, but a little more rugged. You know what I'm saying?
More like urban.
And then it got like a little more cool in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But funky colors and shit like that. Yeah, it's crazy the different eras of fashion, bro. Like when you really think about it.
No, for sure, and it all comes back around.
I have seen that. I've seen that a lot of people are getting more into the baggy clothes.
Oh yeah, for
just
sure.
Different like that. That's just coming back.
Because then at a point, people just want to be different from what's the norm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Different is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hey, but on another note, the lottery winner.
Oh, I seen
1.47
in L.A.
Well, 5 blocks away from Skid Row.
Wow.
1.4 billion.
And if that lady's the one that won it,
she wasn't.
Oh.
It turns out, yeah. If anybody's seen the lady of the video of the lady acting like she won and she's acting like she was crying and shit, she wasn't the winner. It was a guy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it wasn't her.
What the fuck was that? That's embarrassing.
For attention. And then she just started running.
That shit's embarrassing like a motherfucker.
And she just started running.
Who knows? In her universe, nigga, she won.
She won. She thought she got the numbers wrong. She's dyslexic.
She's like Rick and Morty and shit. Rick and Morty or something.
But did you see? But from the 1.4 billion that they got, like 433 million out of that.
Yeah, you get like half of it. Or
no, I know, but I'm giving you the exact number. That's like, what do you think about that?
Shit, shoot it, man. That's great.
I mean, obviously, but isn't it the IRS just made 600 million, nigga?
It's bullshit. I mean,
that's what I'm asking. This thing, what the fuck, bro?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, that's just the way it is. You feel me?
Yes,
that's just the way it is.
We know that. I was just looking for a little bit more of an opinion about it.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna continue on.
Okay.
I mean, look, I'm just saying, as the fucking, you just won 500 million. Great. You feel me? Like, what the fuck? But yes, of course, it's terrible that the IRS comes in and says, you know what? We taking half your shit. It's Debo, bro. Yeah. We get Debo all around this motherfucker.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So like, the thing that trips me out about that is like, bro, how much millions are they getting every fucking year? So that's a big ass payday for them and
shit. They just got 600 million off of the ticket sale. That's where that money comes from. The ticket sales of people buying the tickets. So these niggas just got 600 million.
Just tax it, huh? Like, what the fuck?
That ain't got nothing to do with them.
The way it's ran, it makes no sense.
That's crazy. 600 million is
crazy. Because we talked about it, man. We get taxed, what, like 3-4 times?
For sure. 600 million is crazy, bro.
What do you think they should get? Nothing.
Dude, take like 10 off the top. Let me get my 1 billion. Take like...
Bro, and the government has billions of dollars.
Top, take like 10%. Take like 100 million.
What the fuck gives these motherfuckers the right?
Yeah, what the fuck gives you niggas the right?
Like, we need another fucking... what was that? The Tea Party, nigga?
You know, even if you go on a game show and you win, like, let's say you win a car or some shit, you got to pay the tax on the car.
Yeah.
I just won. I came here to have a good time. I got a car.
I didn't know I was gonna win, bitch.
And now I gotta bust out fucking what 10 to 15%.
If not, they're like, okay, we're taking the car.
We ain't getting it. So I came here with no money. I just won a car that's $30,000. I gotta pay $3,000 out of my pocket now to get this motherfucker.
That shit's crazy.
You guys put me in a bind. This is not a good thing. I don't even want the car now.
Exactly. Take the car, bitch.
Like, if you don't take the car, we're gonna tax you anyways.
They might. You might still get an invoice.
You're wasting the car.
Just because we had to process it and just like get rid of it. That shit's crazy, man. That shit's crazy. But I mean, I'm surprised to see that somebody in LA won that shit though. Because typically, bro, when I see these big like jackpots and shit, it'd be bumfuck in the middle of America from some old white couple named Harry and Magnus that are on their way out.
No, for sure.
They already got like 10 toes in the grave, nigga.
Why couldn't I win that? Come on.
Okay, so you win. So wait. So if you were to win that, what are you doing, bro? What would be your first thing you gonna do?
Buy everybody a house of their choosing.
That's the first thing you're gonna do?
Paid off.
That's the first thing?
Well, like, obviously I'm gonna go crazy and like
I'm saying like shit, you're not gonna go to work.
I'm gonna go
like Dave Chappelle.
I won't even go to work. Them bitches ain't never gonna see me again. Keep whatever's there. I don't give a fuck. First thing I'm gonna do, go to the tattoo artist, put me to sleep. I need 6 niggas to tap me up while I'm sleeping. Right? I want to wake up to a Lamborghini. Hop in the Lamborghini, go to the private jet. Boom, straight to the island. I need that plane stocked with beautiful women, good fucking food and fruit and weed, and some liquor and a couple of the homies.
Yeah.
And we going to fucking Bali or some shit for fucking 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's the first thing I'm doing for sure. But I mean, I definitely would like do all the legal stuff that I need to do first.
How much money would you give me?
If
you got 433 million, how much money you gonna give me, nigga?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm thinking like 2 mils good, right? 2 mils not too bad, right?
That's cool.
He's like, nigga, you better. Well, the thing is, bro, I'll give you money and then you won't work ever again. You feel me?
And as well, or you're saying I won't work ever again because you gave me money, so you shouldn't be giving me money.
No, you won't work ever again.
Oh, you're gonna make that happen for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. So let me ask you this, right?
What?
So you wake up in the morning, you turn on the news, you see that I won the lotto. How long would it take you to call me and ask me for some money?
Nigga, I'm be like, look, bro, I'm like 30,000 in debt right now.
How long would it take you to call me and ask me for money though?
How long would it take me to call you and ask you for money? I don't think I would call you and ask you for money.
Get the fuck out of here. I'd call you, bitch. I'll call you right away like, hey, nigga.
I really don't think I would.
What are you doing? You're acting like you didn't win or shit? No.
Right. You just like have a regular conversation. Like you're like,
I'm like this, bitch. I'm waiting for you to bring it up. Everything going good? Anything new? You win anything? Anything? Seems like a positive day, right?
What's been going today? What's been going on today?
Nothing, man. It's cool, bro. I'm just chilling, bro.
I'm gonna go to the gym right now.
So you really wouldn't call me? You see me on the television winning $433 million. Like, this shit is crazy. I want for it. You tell me you're not gonna call me?
I'm not gonna call you and ask you for money.
Okay, what are you gonna call me and say?
And nigga, where the fuck we going? Like, where you at? I'm pulling up.
So you're calling me immediately?
Yeah. For sure. I think everybody will though, man. That's the fucked up part about it. Mm-hmm. Everybody you ain't seen in like 30 years gonna be at your doorstep, bro. And it's crazy because in Cali, you have to say who the fuck you are.
Is that true?
I mean, I've read it plenty times. I don't know if it's real.
That's some bullshit.
Like you have to like come forth.
Nigga, if I'm coming forth, I'm
out
instantly
like,
taking a jet.
Bro, I'm coming in like fucking Drake came out with the dog on the dog on his head, nigga.
I'm going from the lotto spot straight to the jet. And then if I'm conversing with anybody, like at that point, you'd probably be FaceTiming me while I'm on the jet. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to send a jet back.
It's like some player shit.
Get all the bad bitches, get all the liquor, and get all the weed. And meet me in Bali.
I'm like, I don't know any.
Hey, who gives a fuck? I'm a millionaire. I don't give a fuck if you go to Crazy Girl's Instagram and be like, hey, that's my boy who just won the lotto. What's up? I need 10 of the baddest bitches out here. What's the deal?
Straight pull that card.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You don't even have to find them. Like, nigga.
I'm like, hey, yo, send me the money. Send me a video of the money so I can send them the money.
I'll just send a video of me with the check. 433 million.
You'd be like, Uncle Elroy.
It's a wrap.
No, but they do say if you do win, the first thing you should do is get a lawyer off top.
Probably lawyer and accountant for sure.
What I would do is I'd get a lawyer, accountant, and an advisor. Because they a financial advisor.
That's not the first thing you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Because you want to know why?
Why?
Because I don't give a fuck how bad my spending is. Unless I'm in a fucking complete doofus, I'm not about to spend $433 million before I come back from Bali.
I think everybody thought that they would never spend all that money.
No.
All the lottery motherfuckers that spend all this shit.
But if I go to Bali for 2 months, there's no way I'm spending more than 10 mil. And 10 mil is a lot of money. And I would still have $423 million. Then I'll get my advisor. You feel me?
He said, then I'm going to get my advisor.
Then I'll get my advisor when I come back. But there ain't no way I'm finna come back from 2 months and be like, damn, only got 10,000 left.
Oh, no way. No way.
That's why I'm going to come back with 400. Even if I spend fucking 33 million, nigga, I'm still coming back with 400. Like, all right, get that advisor. I done bought a whole island. I bought Bali.
Well, no. They also say, though, it's good to get a lawyer and a financial person because they even talk about that. Think about the number that you're going to give away.
Yeah.
And stick to it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the truth of the reality is you could go broke, bro.
No, you could. Over time. I'm just saying, that wouldn't be the first thing I could do because I know that in this 3 months that I'm in Bali, rotating every single strip club from here to New York, every single one.
He's going to go to Turks and Caicos strip
Even
club.
the whack girls, bring them too. Bring the ugly ones.
Bring Flapjack.
Bring the whack ones. Bring them too. I'm not tripping.
No, look. So the thing is though, like, I would definitely off top, bro. Like you said, get the homies, get your necessities.
Get everybody right.
And then no, I'm saying, but like take off for like for a year, nigga. I'm going like traveling different places. For sure. Like for sure.
What if like your boy, right? You go to give him some money. You're like, all right, bro, I got you, bro. Here's 500,000. And that nigga's like, that's it? And he looks sad. He looks disappointed.
You're going to deal with that for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you could give somebody $1 million and they're going to be like,
for sure.
You gave your mom too.
That's
like,
just crazy.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. As Spider-Man's uncle would say, with great power, whatever the fuck.
Or whatever the fuck. This nigga couldn't even finish the line.
I don't know it.
Comes great responsibility. What the fuck?
Bro, I don't know.
Great responsibility. Whatever the fuck he says.
But is it with great power?
With great power comes great responsibility.
Okay, you got it. He got me. He got me. Fuck you. Yeah, like I don't know what to do in that situation. What are you doing?
I'm giving them. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. I'm in Bali. I don't have service. I sent you $1 million. I don't want no fucking
airplane mode.
You better not call me. Don't even call me. And that's crazy. The crazy thing is because if you give somebody
automatically just to me is like
if you give somebody 500,000 and then you go to Bali for 3 months, by the time you come back, that shit's gone, and they need some money. That's what's gonna happen. Like think about if you gave it to like. Not specifically your brother, but a generic brother.
Yeah.
You give it to your brother, give him 500,000. He knows you won 433 million. He's like, Pete's gone. He's gonna come back in 3 months. Fuck it, I done already spent 400,000. I bought this, I bought that, I bought this, I bought that. Yeah. He'll have some more money.
So the way I would do it though too is I would set up funds, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
It has to be funds where you get like
a certain amount per year.
Every year, yeah.
Yeah, because niggas will go crazy.
It would
don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me for nothing else.
Nigga, if I set you up with fucking $5 million a year.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's wild. Yeah. That's a wild number. You're gonna
anything over 100,000 a year, you're
living great.
And if you give somebody 100, that's the thing though. You give somebody 100,000 and they know you're a multimillionaire. 100,000 a year is basically like a good paying job.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be like, my friend's making 100,000. My friend's making 90,000, like, and they're living better than them. And
those people are the ones that you're gonna have to cut the fuck off.
No, for sure, 100%.
Like there's snakes in the grass.
No, 100%.
Ready to fucking bite you.
All right, another question, lighthearted question. All right. Okay. Let me paint you a picture.
My nigga's painting all the pictures today, like Bob Ross.
So I'm fucking Picasso on this bitch. So
beat the devil out of him.
You meet this girl, right? She tells you to come through to the crib. Mm-hmm. Right before you get to the crib, you're in the car. You're like, I'm outside. She's like, all right, cool. Just let you know, my kid's here. You're like, all right, kid's there. Like, who knows? Probably in his room or some shit. Mm-hmm. You go. There's a kiddie bed in the corner of the room. Kid's sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Smashing in the room? Same room?
You smashing?
We can be quiet.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
If she feels comfortable.
Yeah, she feels comfortable.
I mean, I just gotta make sure the nigga sound asleep and just put the covers. Like, remember the big ass
covers? No, for sure, the covers for sure.
I'm like a circus nigga, just fucking circus tent over me.
No, covers for sure. That shit reminds me. I think I told that story when I told you I got caught having sex.
I think you might have told me that. Yeah, you did.
On here?
Yeah.
Okay. We told that story.
When you're go back to episode somebody was in the room.
Oh yeah. Episode 27, we got caught.
I think everybody's done that type of shit, to be honest with you, bro.
No, for sure.
Like I said, if she feels comfortable, who am I to judge?
Let me get that little nigga's fruit snacks.
I wanted to talk about some technology stuff.
What's up?
Yeah, let's talk about the technology stuff. You seen the Alter Ego? That's what they call it.
Is that what it's called?
So it's a device that was made by an MIT student. Mm-hmm. His name was Arnav Kapar. And he's actually a student there still, but he's been working on this. And from what I seen in that clip, he thinks about what he wants to search or know, and the internet tells him in his brain. He doesn't hear it.
I honestly didn't watch the full clip. Okay. I need to watch it. But what I did see was, like you said, he thinks about it and using what it says is using vibration.
Yeah.
It tells him what he wants to know, which has me curious. Like we talked about it, sound is vibration.
Yeah.
But is he hearing it as a sound? Because why would they not just say like any headphone or speaker or something telling him like he's thinking about, how do I get to, what's the number for fucking In and Out? And that's just, does it say 818-426 or is it?
Well, from what I read into it and the way I like the way I seen it was the same way when you like read something and you're reading it like without actually reading it out loud.
You can see the words?
When you can actually hear it essentially.
Oh, it's like that?
It's tapping into whatever the fuck that is.
That's crazy.
Which is wild because it's just like superhuman at that point, bro. Like you're like smarter than Einstein.
That's basically what we've been talking about, like with AI. Like, you'll have a buddy that basically can answer anything. But now it's basically like it's already making it an extension of you. Like we already talked about how AI would be an extension of you. Like this is basically
it, right? Yeah,
this is basically it. But like,
and it's incredible. It's from an MIT student that's like,
he's pretty young. He looks young
guy,
bro. That's crazy. You could be an expert at anything. I can literally be an expert at anything. I could go to an interview with that shit on and like, they want to know how the fuck I build a rocket, and I could like be asking the internet and be like, so the first thing you want to do is you got to get a pressure, you got to get enough heat and exhaust, and the combustion. You feel me? Like, that's the most important part of a rocket. And you're just gonna go in. You feel me? Like,
yeah. So that's incredible. You know. Like you said, I mean, it's almost making people superhuman, dog.
No, for sure.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. It's that extension.
And I mean, I think I seen some technology. I was looking at like new technology that's coming out. They're trying to make it where like, you know how in Avatar, they get in the machines and stuff, and it's like an extension of them.
Exosuit.
Yeah. They're trying to make those type of things too.
They have those.
they also have this thing where like you could put on like a whole exoskeleton and be able to lift up heavier objects. Like you could lift a refrigerator.
No, they have that. That's
what I'm saying.
They've had that for a couple years already now.
It's just too expensive right now.
Yeah, for them to use it in like the army and shit like that. But yeah, that shit could do that shit. That shit's crazy. Make you jump farther, all type of shit. But the ones that they have right now that I've seen, you know how it is. They have fucking technology that we haven't even seen yet. But the ones that I've seen,
we're seeing glimpses of
they're like, I think the issue on it too is how expensive it is, and it's heavy.
Yeah,
it's actually really heavy. So like,
it's expensive to make.
If it's to cut off or like to lug around or something, is like nearly impossible.
Yeah.
So you need it to be on the whole time and working perfectly.
That shit's crazy.
No, 100%.
One thing I was thinking about though too, like I'm jumping into AI a little bit too, because with that headphone, I mean, it just, to me, it goes hand in hand. The headphones, like with AI, like it's gonna be something where like just the same way we use our phones or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we're ultimately gonna need like lawyers, doctors, people that are making rockets, whoever it is. Like if the person is not using AI, you're not gonna think they're qualified for the job.
No, yeah. And we talked about it earlier. Like, do you want a doctor that the only information as much as they can remember, or an AI that basically has a whole database of all information ever fucking stored and can bring it up in any moment?
Yeah. So like we talked about it too a little bit, but that would come down to like, think of all the studies that they do, all the scientists, all the things that they're trying to do as far as figure out cures for all these different diseases. Like all that information has been stored in the database, and then the AI comes and could sweep it and literally figure out the cure, essentially.
No, 100%.
You know?
For sure. And like we were saying earlier, like I always felt like that about doctors. Like they're not experts. Like a lot of the doctors I fucking talk to are just like, they're fucking, sometimes they're ditzy. Sometimes they don't know no shit. Like they basically were able to memorize the tests and some tests and texts until they fucking pass the test, and then they forget. Just like
because you don't
90% of people.
It's like you can't retain all the information. Think about how many years of school you go through for lawyer and doctor.
No matter, you can retain it, and they do the same thing you would do with the machine. Like if there's an issue, you try the top 3 things you know. It's a stomach issue. You're like, all right, it might be acid, it might be this, it might be that. If that shit don't work, then you're like, okay, now maybe we need to check. Maybe it's an ulcer. Maybe we need to do some X-rays. We need to check some, you know, and you go down the steps.
And then think about it too, like it might be a little bit more cost effective for us, meaning like we might be able to get charged less because they're not, using
and trying stupid shit that doesn't work. How many times have you been to the doctor and you like know what's wrong with you and you tell them and they think it's something else?
Yeah.
And then they make you do a whole test and do some whole other shit, and it's like, and they're being what you said.
And then it could cost more.
Yeah, for sure. And then if you have insurance, it's for sure it costs you. Each test, like I've been to the doctor one time without insurance, and it was like they made me get a test. I told them I had tonsillitis. They wanted me to get a swab test because they thought it was like bronchitis or some other shit. And I was like, no, I've had tonsillitis like 2 times in my life before I know what it is. This is just the beginning of it. And they're like, nah, we're going to do something else. They tried the other test, then they tested me for tonsillitis. It ended up being tonsillitis. And
like, bitch, I've told you.
And like when I looked at the charge for the other test, it was like $700 for a quick swab.
Yeah, that's fuck.
And that can add up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Like
that should add up.
So if an AI is there, it's gonna be like, oh, we found the issue. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We put in these keywords, these key prompts. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the thing is like problem solving and shit, because I mean, I think right now there's been a couple models that have problem solved without humans coming in there and
for sure. And people too, you also got to deal with like pride and shit. Like I feel like sometimes a doctor, you're telling them what it is, but just because they think it is what they think it is, they're gonna go with that. They're like, I fucking know, it's this.
Yeah,
that machine, the AI is not gonna do that. It's just going straight off of data. You know what I mean? It's not going off of I'm tired, I didn't have coffee today, and it's this.
And that's another thing too. Like they have moods and shit. You feel me? Like they might be pissed off, angry, had a bad day, going through a divorce. AI's not doing none of that.
Yeah, no.
They don't got their attention isn't all over the place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Speaking of AI, we talked about a little bit of the strike, right? I don't think we went into it enough, but did you know that the actors came and got involved with the strike as well?
Yeah, to support them, and then also because they're saying that they want to use their name and likeness.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So for the people who don't know, they are trying to put into the contracts of the actors that they can use their name and likeness for anything in the future. So, but they're trying to even include that. So, like, even if you were to go in there and work for one day, as an extra, and you get paid $200 or something.
That's it.
You just signed away your name and likeness to where they could use it with AI.
Everything.
Forever. They could make a cartoon next year and make you the actor and not pay you shit. Pay you.
Yeah.
Because they paid you your $200.
And they're trying to do it with big actors too, though.
No, exactly.
I mean, I don't know if that will go.
I don't think so. I mean, I think that it will, but it'll be something that you have to pay for. It's almost like my personal like copyright. Name and likeness.
Yeah. That shit's crazy. I mean,
but do I have to get that copyrighted? Because
I got to get myself copyrighted.
Because even if you wanted to,
at this point, we might have to.
No, because if you wanted to get your image on a shirt, technically I could make that same shirt, use that image, and it's not going to be copywritten just for the fact that it looks like you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you could literally tell a judge, like, what the fuck, nigga? This shit literally, look at it, it's me. Yeah. And they're going to be like, yeah, but is your image copywritten? Because if not, it's just a guy with the beard and a ponytail.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I was seeing something too, and I'm like,
glasses.
Fuck you, bitch. This nigga, fuck you. Look, Randy with his nigga's ponytail in the back.
Not the Randy.
Hey, Randy.
This nigga look like he's about to fucking start singing and dancing and
this shit. Nigga look like this nigga looks like fucking Janet Jackson and Poetic Justice shit right now.
This nigga looks like an Italian guy who used to be a sports model, but then he lost it.
This nigga looks like a fisherman with that shirt right there. Look at that shit.
Fisherman? That's crazy.
It's great. What is it? Great Wheel? I thought it said Great White.
Great Will, my boy.
Fuck you. Another thing with the AI shit. And what do you think about this? This is kind of crazy, okay? Two things. One, as a producer, bro, I go make beats, whatever, right? Yeah. But there's going to come a day, if there isn't already, because I haven't done enough research on it, where you're going to be like, I want a Travis Scott type beat in this key, in this style, with these kicks, with this certain sound. Push one button and boom, you got to
make me 100 of them.
And you got to.
You could even say, make me 100 of them. I want 100 different ones
of variations.
Different variations,
and boom,
you got 100 beats. At least a couple of those got to be good, and then the rest you can just literally.
It'll eventually get there where it's like they're solid.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying even if you wanted to make a hit for Kendrick Lamar and you're like, make me a Kendrick Lamar type beat, make me 100 of them, and you say what you want to put in there. I'm sure a good percentage of those, I can't say the exact percentage, but a good percentage, even 5 is enough to be like, hey, K-Dot, look at this. And it's a fucking smash hit.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's one. And then 2, movies as well.
Movies is crazy.
Like, you'll eventually be able to make your own movies. Say, hey, I want a story about fucking some comedy story about such and such with this character. You could put yourself in the movie.
No, 100%. And then you could edit it along the way. Like, you're in the movie and be like, no, I don't want him to kiss her on the first date. And then he don't kiss her no more. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
It's going to be wild. That's going to be super crazy.
You fuck with that or you don't fuck with it? It's definitely going to take some people's jobs.
I think it's just like the tractor, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
When the tractor came out, jobs were lost and jobs were gained. And if you're smart, you jumped on the tractor.
Yeah.
So that's where I stand with it. I'm a musician, dog. I've done music by fucking scratch, loops, all types of different ways. And if they want to make my job easier, so be it. I ain't going to be the one sitting on the background being like, fuck that. I'm still going to be scratching records. Fuck that shit. You're telling me I can make a banger right here in 3 seconds?
No, for sure.
And buy the rights to it?
And honestly, it promotes creativity. Like, it does suck for that because, like, it does take some of that, like, it could possibly, until you get better at it, it does kind of take that, like, personal, like feeling out of it.
Oh, yeah, like, I did this.
Yeah, that I did this. Like, and then also, like, trying to edit some shit on the computer and go back and forth and put prompts and shit is very different from fucking Christopher Nolan, like, with the camera spinning upside down, fucking doing some shit, you know? Like, I'm sure there's something that's different about that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you get good at that whole computer and doing that to where you
tell it.
And you can still get your like visual composition still off.
Your style.
You can still get it off and get that feeling off and project it in that way. Yeah. Just like you could draw or you could paint or you could, you could still get your effect out in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Then it'll still be good. But yeah, the creativity the ideas could be endless. Like with the Photoshop, how we were talking about that last time. Yeah. You could take a picture and then basically edit it in any separate way. I could fucking put a beer in my hand and that should look like a legit beer and then be like, no, I want it to be a Corona, and then it's a Corona in my hand.
Right now, one of the more incredible ones that I've been working with is the Midjourney AI like photos.
Yeah,
it's incredible, bro. Like we did see some stuff where it's like it needs to get tweaked, right? Like there's some fuck ups, but a lot of the stuff I've been getting recently for like my page, like it's just been like a certain aesthetic to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like if you could figure out how to get that almost like replicate it every time, then you have a little bit more of a feel like, okay.
This guy's going crazy with the AI, man. This nigga the other day was making children's books.
Yeah.
And then children's videos.
Yeah, but I stopped that. That was a lot.
No, it was a lot, but that's the type of shit is like, if you're willing to do that stuff, in 2-3 years, there's no reason why it can't pop. And then like, let's say that one doesn't. The fact that you have 5 different ones,
yeah,
at least 2 of them are gonna pop.
Something gonna go.
At least 2 of them are gonna go, and if those 2 go, like, if you're making $200 a day on each one, like that's $400 a day. Still easy money.
So I didn't talk to you about like the game plan I put out here. The game plan with it though is where you want to get it to, and I barely like kind of like got the little like. You want to get it to where you outsource that, and you have somebody make the video. You spend $50 for somebody to make the video.
Yeah.
But then you go and just kind of recoup on it.
Yeah,
it's almost like playing like you're a producer now.
Yeah,
you feel
100%.
me? With those pages, man, the automated pages and stuff like that. That's what you want to do. You want to build it up or whatever. You're gonna have to put the groundwork in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing right now with all my pages. I'm putting the groundwork in. But eventually, it'll get to where I'm like, fucking make these fucking videos for $500.
So,
and yeah,
that's a message to you guys out there. Don't think you can't start. This nigga's doing shit with that shit. Talking about, but I don't want to give all his shit away because he's doing this shit. Yeah. But I'm talking about books. We're talking about videos. We're talking about automated pages. We're talking about pulling stories from fucking online and fucking flipping them into like full told stories.
Yeah.
And using AI to make imagery and videos of it and shit. Like that's
crazy.
Automatic content to where like I said, if you pick a good niche. And you find that audience, if you find that niche audience and you just start, like there's no reason why you couldn't, because it's unlimited content. We have to do this. We got to get together. We got to talk. We got to come up with ideas. We got to do that. There's not much besides the editing part of it and putting the shit together. Like you don't have to actually come up with the content.
No.
And it doesn't have to be you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like if you guys aren't into the AI stuff or any of the tools that they're offering out there, like, I highly advise everybody watching to at least go look, like just get a little knowledge on it, because
I can definitely see the potential in that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You keep doing that shit, give it a couple years, go crazy.
Yeah.
What else you got there?
One of the biggest fashion companies is under lawsuit right now. Shein.
Oh.
They're under a lawsuit right now, which is tied into a RICO charge, which is interesting.
I did see something about that.
Which is interesting. I'm like, what the hell? Like when I think of RICO, I always think of like drug dealing and like, hit for hire, you know what I'm saying? Those type of things. But basically the lawsuit is a copyright infringement. And the fact that it's been like this, like the designs that these designers say that have like, pretty much what's going on is there's 3 designers. They are suing Shein because their designs were taken.
They stole their designs and they flipped them and now they're just making shirts.
And they're making millions on their shirts.
Because if you're not familiar with Shein, like if you think about Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
Fashion Nova is basically, they will like take these popular designs, these acid wash shirts, these, big logo tees, That's all it is.
Yeah, and they'll buy the IPs.
And Shein is basically Fashion Nova, but on crack.
Yeah,
like Fashion Nova will have 300 shirts. Shein, 1,000.
Yeah,
1,000 shirts, like
all types of shit,
and just different. And so
it's a company based out of Singapore and shit. So
and I'm
low cost and everything.
I'm curious to see like those 3 designers because those aren't their designs. They're generic designs. They're all like I could find the same style shirt that I'll find on Shein, on Fashion Nova, or on any of these quick sites. It's quick fashion. That's what it's called. It's quick fashion. It's
they jump on the trend and then like run with it.
Yeah, because I mean, most of the cool fashion now it's a little bit different, but it's like the same in reality. It's like I said, it's those washed vintage looking shirts. It's the shirts with the big designs on the front with the big picture. All you need is a pretty cool picture, and that's it.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, they're saying that they went and they took so this one of the designers, they took her design. She confronted them about it, and then they offered her $500.
The fuck for what?
For the design. I would have been like, fuck you.
Damn.
Called a lawyer.
And they weren't even, they probably, because like they were trying to play it off like, oh, this specific shirt. But the contract they were giving her was fucking for that type of design.
They wanted the design, $500. And then she turned it down. And then they went and tried to roll out, what is it, like a drop, you know what I'm saying? And they wanted her to be like the designer on the drop. So they reached back out for her to work with them type of shit.
Yeah, trying to make it seem like, no, look, we fuck with you. Yeah. That makes it seem even worse too, though, because it's like
bribery type of shit.
Not exactly bribery, but just the fact that you obviously thought it was value that you're gonna buy it from me, and the fact that you're even trying to buy it from me shows that I have ownership of it. Because you wouldn't be trying to buy it from me if you didn't feel like I owned it.
They're gonna get cut a check. I'm pretty sure.
Fucked up on that one.
And Shein, like they don't want.
Shein is worth a lot of money, I'm sure.
Yeah. They don't want the bad publicity, dog. They'll settle this shit probably out of court. Is what I feel. Like it probably won't even hit. You know what I'm saying? It probably won't even hit like trial or anything like that. I don't think.
So Shein is valued at $100 billion.
Yeah, they're balling.
$100 billion. That's insane.
And they offered a 500.
Yeah, you got me fucked up.
At least give me like 5 million. I would take with that type of shit. I would take like. Give me like a 5 milli and then give me like a royalty on every sale of that shirt.
Yeah, that's the thing. People don't ever want to give a royalty on a shirt. They don't want to give the royalty part. That's where they're trying to get you. If you haven't seen the Air movie, the Jordan movie, that was fire. Did you watch it? Did you end up watching it?
I've seen enough of it.
Yeah. Well, obviously not, because you didn't see that part.
But
the main point that they wanted was that they wanted
yeah, Jordan's mom wanted royalty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How much did you see of it?
Like I said, I've seen enough of it. I just didn't watch like the ending part of it.
Okay. Yeah. So she wanted royalties, and they were like, nobody ever does that.
Yeah.
They're like,
they broke it like with Jordan.
Yeah, that was the first one, and then everybody started doing it.
I forgot who was trying to. I think Adidas. Who was he going to sign with at first?
He wanted Adidas.
So they're offering him.
They were offering him basically the same amount. It was like 500,000 or some shit like that. But
imagine you would have done that though, man. I would have fucking dropped the ball right there.
Adidas also supposedly the agent said when he talks to him after, he's like, Adidas was never going to get their residuals. I just want to let you know, you guys are crazy for that, because Adidas wasn't going to pay it and Converse wasn't going to pay it.
Yeah.
But they wanted Adidas was because of how popular it was at the time. You know, you got Run DMC in the tracksuits.
Yeah.
All the rappers are wearing it.
It was really popular for sure.
They were like, because I guess they were sponsored by Converse, his college team. And they said that after the games, he would put on his Adidas right after the game and shit. Yeah,
I mean, imagine he would have took that, he would have dropped the fucking ball. Another one that was crazy with like the whole residual thing was the kid from Lion King that played, he did the singing in Lion King.
For Simba?
Yeah, and he also played as Little Michael Jackson.
Dang, that was supposed to be me, bro.
But they wanted to give him, I think it was like only, I want to say like 2 mil. And that was it.
That's crazy.
For the Lion King thing.
I mean, 2 mil is a good amount of money.
It is. Of course, in that time too. But like,
The residuals.
After like all the hype died down, his mom was like, wait a second. If they're offering this much, that shit is worth a lot more. And what is that residual looking like? And he's been set up for life for that shit, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Think about Lion King, bro.
It's still going.
I think if I'm not mistaken, that is a top like Disney movie.
It's still going. And probably when they decided, like, if they decide to make it Broadway or do anything, he probably still gets a percentage of that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the royalty is crazy. Well, now that we're on that real quick, what is like your top Disney movie, bro? Like, do you have a one that's like that, your top? I think we might have talked about this.
I like a lot, but like I like a lot of the newer ones too. With like Soul, I really fucked with that.
Okay, yeah, we did talk about
Coco was dope.
Coco Loco Poco.
Coco was dope. Up was dope. What about you?
Actually, I never seen Up.
Up was pretty dope.
Sad. That was really good.
Sad movie. Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. was fire.
Classic.
For me, I would say. Is Toy Story Disney?
Yeah, for sure.
Or is it Pixar?
That's Disney.
Same shit?
All the ones I said were Pixar.
Oh, okay. The same company? Goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big conglomerate, dog. When you really break everything down.
Encouraging.
Everything's owned by the same person, same entity.
I'm trying to think what else I like. Classics. A lot of the newer ones are pretty good. Like, they got adult, like, content in it. Like, as an adult, you could watch it. Like,
what's the newer one that came out that's fire? Like, I don't know.
That's the last one I really seen is Soul.
So, I want to see Elemental.
Yeah.
But it's still not on the site.
Mm-hmm. We ain't giving up the site. The last one got botched.
Before we get out of here, I don't know if you have anything more. You have more shit?
No, go ahead.
So we were talking about like doctors and things like that. There was a kid that got decapitated, bro. But his head.
They reattached his head.
But it was just like internal decapitation.
Internal decapitation.
So his ligaments were like severed from his head, and they were able to like he's alive and well.
So I seen that, and I was trying to figure it out because I'm like, I see no cuts on his neck, and it was in like
he looked evil as hell in that picture too,
and it was in like
that's a spawn.
They brought him back. This the dead demon and shit came back in him. Hey, but my question was like, well, the reason why, because when I seen it, I'm like, there's no cuts, there's no
incisions, nothing.
There's nothing.
Well, pretty much, the kid was riding his bike, got hit by a car, and basically, like the injuries are pretty rare injury. Like it and if I'm not mistaken, like 50% of people do not survive from that, and it happens mostly in young kids because their head is so small, like their body's so small compared to their head and shit. So yeah, he got hit by a car and that shit like severed his shit, bro. That shit's crazy. I'm just like, it's incredible what they're able to do. Like,
yeah, I wonder what
as a surgeon,
what
bro.
What do
you
even do? I feel like they didn't do shit. They just fucking let him heal. Cause I'm like, there was no incision, so like they didn't cut in there and do anything. They just like they put his shit upright and shit, put him in a cast and shit.
Splint and shit.
This nigga's somebody held his head all day, just like this and shit.
This nigga was like Frankenstein.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Out of pocket. We need like a little like ding, 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 ding.
No, for sure. We got to set up the soundboard for next week.
For sure, man. For
sure.
Oh, yeah. We got to talk about it before we go, though, man. The party, man. Let people know.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Let people know.
Well, are we doing it episode 52 or episode 48? What's the word?
You call it.
You call it, nigga.
48. I'm ready for it. I'm like excited to see what this is going to be.
All right, we want to announce it's gonna be either 48 or 52. We're gonna figure it out.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But just being in the loop, we are gonna be having a 1 year anniversary party potathon. I'm gonna call it. I don't know what it is, but we want everybody to pop out that we fuck with. Anybody that's been fucking with us, we appreciate you guys.
We might even just set up the camera in the fucking living room
with the party going on. That'd be a whole nother thing.
That'd be sick.
That'd be a whole nother thing. I think it's better to be separate.
No,
bro.
It will be separate, but I'm saying we could.
No, because also I was thinking, but also I was thinking this too, because like it would be cool for us. I mean, like we don't always have to be sitting in here, dog.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You feel me? We can go, get a couple drinks, come back.
Yeah.
All right, come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Because I was like, damn, there's a whole party going on.
At the same time,
I'm trying to be out in the party a little bit.
So let me
trying to see what's cracking.
Let me rephrase that. Maybe we have to switch off and
what's the deal?
Different, like, you know, I'll hop in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of us, then one leaves, then one comes back, then the other one leaves. Yeah, that's exactly like that.
Because we have to still drive the conversation.
For sure,
you know
for sure.
So
and make sure it's on point. You know what I'm saying?
We don't people
it's just two random ass people chilling in here. Two random ass people just talking about whatever random shit. That could also be hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. We don't always have to be here, but we'll definitely bounce back and forth.
Yeah,
because it would be interesting to see what the fuck people do.
I could already imagine just two random people in here, just like, hey, what this do? Is it working? Some stupid ass shit. But yeah, man. So we're gonna decide real soon, 48 or 52. Tap in if you guys want to pull up to that shit, man. Mm-hmm. We appreciate you guys for tapping in. If you stayed this long, it's very easy. We just need you to do one or more of these things, which is like, share, comment, tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. That's another one, episode 43. It's your boy Kanesworld.
For peace sake.
Till next time. Peace. Malcolm X.